They handed me a fake document and told me to sign away $1.2 million or they would have a judge declare me insane. That night, I sat alone on my apartment floor holding my dead grandfather's old binder, and I smiled because they had no idea I was about to destroy them with their own greed. My name is Rachel Donovan, and growing up, I was the daughter nobody noticed. My brother Tyler got the private tutors, the surprise BMW on his 16th birthday, and constant praise from our parents, Gregory and Patricia. I got a $40 birthday card and a bus pass. When I asked why, my mother said simply, "You are a girl, you will get married, Tyler needs the head start." So I stopped asking, worked 2 jobs through college, and lived in a moldy basement apartment while my brother posted vacation photos my parents never told me about. The only person who ever saw me was my grandfather, Walter Higgins. Every Sunday I sat on his porch drinking tea, and he told me things that stuck. "Charm fades, Rachel," he said. "Grit lasts." He taught me to keep every receipt, every email, every promise in writing, because paper does not lie the way people do. I trusted him blindly, even when I did not understand why. When Walter died at 91, I expected nothing from his will except maybe a photograph. My parents received a $400,000 portfolio. Tyler got the lake house. Then the attorney looked at me and announced Walter had left me an education trust worth $1.2 million. The room went ice cold. My father screamed it was a mistake. Tyler accused me of manipulating a dying old man. My mother stared at me like I was a stranger who had stolen something. Days later, they invited me to dinner, promising an apology. I went, foolishly hoping for a real family. Halfway through the meal, their lawyer walked in with a contract demanding I sign my entire inheritance into a family account, leaving me a $2,000 monthly allowance like a child. When I refused, they threatened to drag Walter's mental competency through court for years. I walked out and never looked back. 3 days later, a process server shoved a conservatorship petition into my hands. My own parents were asking a judge to declare me mentally unfit and hand my mother total control of my life, my money, everything. The lies inside were staggering. Fake claims of reckless spending, gambling addiction, instability, none of it true. My manager suspended me from my job after their lawyer called, claiming I was a liability. I nearly broke. I almost signed everything away just for peace. Then I opened Walter's binder again and found the full 40-page trust agreement in the back, something the family lawyer had only ever summarized. Buried in Section 7 was a no-contest clause, stating that any beneficiary who sued to alter the trust would instantly forfeit their own share. In the margin, Walter had scribbled, "Trust but verify, they are wolves." He had built a trap specifically for this moment, because he knew exactly who they were. What my family did not know was that I had secretly finished law school at night while working full-time and passed the bar exam months earlier. I called an old classmate, Marcus, who nearly fell out of his chair reading that clause. By filing their conservatorship petition, my parents had walked directly into Walter's trap. Weeks before the hearing, they filed a new document, an addendum supposedly signed by Walter overriding the entire trust in my mother's favor. For one horrifying moment, I believed it. Then I noticed the paper was wrong, cheap printer stock instead of Walter's cream stationery, and the signature had the shaky hesitation of a forgery. I confirmed the notary date fell during a blizzard when Walter was actually hospitalized, with me at his bedside. This was not a family dispute anymore. This was a felony. A forensic examiner confirmed everything, traced signature, paper manufactured after Walter's death, a digitally printed fake notary stamp. Digging through public records, I uncovered the real motive. Tyler's startup had collapsed under $340,000 in debt. My parents had drained their retirement and mortgaged their house to keep him afloat, and now faced foreclosure. They were not protecting me. They were robbing me to survive their own ruin. On the hearing day, they mocked me outside the courtroom, calling me a waitress who could not win. Inside, when the judge asked if I had counsel, I stood and said I represented myself, a licensed attorney sworn in the week before. The room went silent. I presented the no contest clause, the forensic report exposing their forgery, and financial records revealing their desperation. The judge dismissed their petition immediately, ruled they had forfeited their entire inheritance under Walter's own terms, and referred them to the district attorney for fraud and perjury. They lost the house 2 months later.